in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Philadelphia Eagles. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Come on, fellas. Hey, hold on. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, 22, check, cover. 22, check, check.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Geis with the carry on second down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Geis. And he's got room. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Haskins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 22-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. On the ground, Geis. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Check 13. Check 13.
It's a second down run with Sanders. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
A quick throw. It's Arcega-Whiteside. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
The Redskins on third down, putting an extra man here in the secondary. Working from the gun, Wentz. And that is incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They do go for it. It's Wentz. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there was a time to be aggressive, now was it. Because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one. And look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. They go play action now. Haskins. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows a coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Wentz will try again on second down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Gray. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble. Right
back to Sanders on first down. And they'll get him down down as he's inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Shotgun now for Wentz. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line. Great. 6 guys. Check 6. Back.
Here's Sanders. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
Tighten up. 82.
Throwing now is Wentz. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Give me some.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, 96 is coming. We don't mind.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. He'll get this one complete to Terry Godwin. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Running right, here's Sanders. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second down, it's Sanders. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be a third and about 13.
Let's go, defense. 56 to Mike. Hey, Delta. Check.
Now wins. And complete to Zach Ertz. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a fourth down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
218, chop. Check 24, check 24. Watch the edge. Rip. Double up.
Going for it with Sanders. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Safe. Two jet.
Wentz going to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
And 96 is coming. We got Mike 96. Wild Bill. Mike 96.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. On first down, Sanders. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. Marr able to put this one through. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. From the 29, Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Matthew Ioannidis, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tyus Bowser providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. And now running right through him. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And this offense now with a short field ahead. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line. They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. They'll run with Geis. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. This is Geis. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Geis, they'll try to run it. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now a carry for Sanders.
I got you, boy.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 30-yard line.
Hey, wahoo! 56, Mike, 56. 5-7.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big pickup there for the Eagles' 1st down, 18 yards. They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 10. Let's get it. 56, right there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wentz. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They start on the ground with Geis. And Duke Riley will get credit for the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Haskins. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Wentz now on 1st down. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Sunday.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Hey, box truck.
Wentz now on 1st down. Going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
46 down, man. 5-4.
56. Mike's 56.
Right here. Hey, Orbit.
56 to Mike, boys. 56.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. On the crossing route, complete. That's Gray. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 27-yard line. Throwing on 1st is Wentz. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Montez Sweat in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Hey, Steve 6.
Come on. Here's 6. Mike, 56, right there, 56.
To try again after the sack. Wentz. On the crossing route, complete. That's Gray. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 15-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Here's Wentz to throw. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Here we go.
I got you. You're all mine, baby.
Now Wentz. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Zach Ertz, his third touchdown now on the year, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Again, it's Wentz. Flushed out right. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now
it's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Hopkins with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Watch left.
Hey, forward, Tokyo!
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Gray. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
as a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
On first down, Wentz. Flush to his right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Here we go, G.
Hey, high 7.
Mike 56, right there, 56. Hey, me and you all day, all day.
Kill.
I'm coming up.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing is Wentz. That's complete to Arcega-Whiteside. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Hey, exit.
Wentz going to go on fourth down. And Wilson has it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Albert Wilson, his first touchdown on the year, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high...
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Brett Maher is set to kick off.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. Here's Geis. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. Geis again. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now a run with Geis. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Hopkins' kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. Now Wentz. That complete to Lamar Miller. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down.
Check safety, check safety. Sunday, Sunday.
Hey, Echo.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Mark 55, Mark 55. You got nothing today. You got nothing.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. He was looking to get it to his running back, Lamar Miller. But it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Wilson's got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Redskins, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.